So just turning to philanthropy then. So as investors, we always want to be able to get to our money quickly. So we always want our money back yesterday and if not, certainly no more than a week's time, which means that we have to be liquid, which means public markets. And it's hard in some areas of the world to do good, to have a positive impact, if all you can invest in is loans or shares in corporates that are liquid, that are traded regularly. Let's take more impoverished third world countries. To do good in those environments, do we need to leave that as investors for NGOs, for charities, for governments to do good in those areas? Or is there a way that we can have a positive impact in those areas as well by deploying the money that we all have?
That's a great question. I think the short answer is both, I think, can play a big role. Obviously, with philanthropy, it can be a bit more targeted. It's probably much easier to see the impact it has on the ground, especially kind of a small scale. But clearly, for us investing in emerging markets, whether via equities or via loans, as you mentioned, is really paramount to support them in the transition. I mean, if we think about climate, the most impacted regions by climate change are emerging countries. Yep. When we see the climate change impacting us in the UK, this is nowhere near what's happening in Asia or in Africa. So we have to support that. And just to give you an example, we recently supported the launch of a blue bond. So a blue bond is it's a loan where the proceeds will be put towards the ocean. And it was issued by a Middle East company called DP World, and this is a shipping company. And there's actually quite a lot to do with shipping. It's a big contributor to climate change. So how can we develop sustainable fuels? But also, how can we improve the infrastructure within the port and improve biodiversity within the ports? And the proceeds from this bond are directly targeted towards those areas I've just mentioned, and especially in Middle East, for example, where they're present. So the short answer, I think, public markets will still play a role, but if people also want to do it through philanthropy, they should carry on.